Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. So I'm going to show you guys what I picked up from the Sephora sale. The Sephora sale's in full swing. It started yesterday, so it's going from 11/1 to 11/11, I believe. And all Rouge members have first access, and then the other two levels start access on the 5th. So I usually do a whole list in my loves and then I edit accordingly. And then I usually submit an order. I usually do it for shipping because I have better luck with shipping. I find that sometimes things are like either already sold out or have been sold out and they didn't restock it yet. But then I sometimes they have it if you ship it. But I did do an online pickup in store this time because I didn't want to wait around for my shipping to come. Although when I submit it early enough, I usually get it within a few days. But I wanted to get my video up for you all, so I did. I actually did 2 orders online pickup in store, and I have another small order that I'm having shipped. Um, because I had to go to 2 different Sephoras because when I changed my mind later on in the day and decided I did want to pick up a few things, they were already sold out at the Ulta that's closest to me. So that's my whole rundown of the details on the sale and kind of what I had to go through to get some of these products and what my plan is and how I kind of do these sales for myself. So um, let's just get right into it. I'm going to start off with so the Rouge get 20% off, and then I think VIB is 15, and then I think Insider is 10%. Everybody gets off 30% on the Sephora collection, and they have some really great products in the Sephora collection. I did pick up a new brush. This is a contouring brush, number 78. Every time they have a sale, I usually pick up one of their brushes. This is how it comes in the box. Now, the reason why I got this brush is because if you watch my channel, you know that I always use my Patrick Ta brush, but I wanted to show you what's been happening to it. It's starting to lose hair. And this is after I cleaned it, and I already a bunch of hair fell out. So I'm really disappointed in this brush because 1, it wasn't cheap, and 2, I really love it and I use it all the time, and I haven't had it that long. I want to say, I know I bought it during a Sephora sale, and I want to say I had it like 2 or 3 years. I don't know. I think a brush should last longer than that, but anyway, so I wanted a new contour brush. And when I contour, I like to have stiffness. And so that's why I got this one, because I really wanted to give that a try. So anyway, these are the Pro Sephora brushes. I love these. I highly recommend them. Every single one of them that I've had, I've loved. So got 30% off of that. And then this product, I love K18. I use their shampoo, I use their conditioner, I use their leave-in treatment. I've been using it for a little while now, probably about a year, I would say. And I love this brand. I have fine textured hair, and I have a good amount of it, but my scalp gets oily, and so like I might not need to really wash my hair, but sometimes I don't like so I use dry shampoo, and there's a few that I really like, but this came out during the last sale, and it's not cheap. So I was like, maybe I'll see if other people try it, and if they give it a good they give it a good rundown, they say, hey, it's really good, during the next sale, I'll give it a try. So a lot of people recommended it. I think they bought it during the last sale or just tried it on their own. And so like a lot of people said this is really good and it actually works. So I went ahead and picked this up. I actually used it on my hair this morning. When you spray this, I heard that a little goes a long way. So have made that mistake of overdoing it with products, and, and then I'm like, why did I do that? I wrecked my, my style. So I very gingerly went in with this. It says use 1 pump for each section. It does go on wet, but it dries right away. And you could use up to 3 per section, but I'm sure I'm never going to need to do that. I just did 1 like pump, and then I just like used my fingers to kind of tousle it in my scalp. And yeah, I feel like it gave me some volume too. And it has a light scent, like a very, very, almost not even there. So if scents bother you with dry shampoos, you might want to give this a try. Next thing I got was, I love Merit. And, there's all these, holiday sets at Sephora and stuff. And they're great. And I highly recommend them. But the thing is, for me, with all those sets, other than like the perfumes, I have a lot of those products already. Like I would look at one and I'd be like, okay, like I already have like 3 or 4 products in that set. And so there was none that really appealed to me because I already have a lot of them. But if you don't have a lot of a lot of the products and you're trying to build your arsenal, the Sephora favorites are a great way to do that. But nonetheless, each brand is also doing like a little holiday set. And so I love Merit. And so I picked up this set, which is it's their, what are they calling this? The dress code set. And it's their lipsticks, but it's got different finishes. So all 3 of these colors in here are limited edition. And I thought this was a really good deal. I want to say it was like 58, but then I got 20% off. And I think these lipsticks retail for, I don't know, 26, 24. So with the discount, it was a really good deal. And they were out of it the last time I was in my Sephora before the sale started, but they had the samples out, like the testers, and I tested them and I was like, wow, these are really nice. I was like, okay, I'm going to get this one when the sale starts. So pick this up. We're going to try all these in future videos. So I'm not going to get into swatching and all of that. So we'll just, when I do a video, we'll do all of that. So, and then I love Danessa Myricks, huge fan of her products. And I love her blurring balm powders. And so she did, are these limited edition? I really don't know. I don't know if these are limited edition, these shades, but she did this little set here. And so these, I want to say these are 20 each normally. This whole set was 35, and then I got 20% off. And so these are shades I don't have. And then she has these 2 other shades here, these minis. So I was like, I need this because I love these blurring balm powders. I actually have one on my cheeks today. So picked up this, and then I was watching Patty Alonso's recommendation video, and she loves the Say lip liners. And so, and then she has the one that she was wearing was called Twist, I think. And it's like a mauvey nude shade. And so I love Say. I hadn't tried their new lip liners. And let me just give you a little swatch of that. So there's the shade. So this is going to go with so many of the lip shades that I have. So I went ahead and picked that up, give that a try. And then I did a video on Ciel. If you haven't seen that video yet, it's going to be either I think I saved it in bronzers and concealers in my playlist down below if you want to go back and see them. But I got to tell you, I love this brand. And so I saw that they have a tinted serum, and everything is SPF 50 in it. I picked up the shade Light 3. think this should be okay. It looks kind of light, but I could always put some of the bronzing liquid in there and kind of deepen it up. But I don't know, I was torn between this shade and the medium. And I was like, I'm going to go for the light, but we'll see. We'll review this definitely. But if you want to look at those other, or watch those other videos on the other products, I have a dedicated video to both of these products. If you want to check those out, you're building your shopping list for the sale. Definitely give that a look-see. So I also picked up, so Huda is doing her last big palette ever. And I buy all of her big palettes. I love her palettes. I have one of her palettes on my eyes today. This is the Pretty Grunge palette. And I think that was last year's, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was last year's release. Anyway, she did this one, the Icy Nude. And I wasn't going to get this palette. I was like, I can't believe this, but I'm actually might want to pass on this palette because I watched a lot of reviews on it because it's not a cheap palette, you know. Here's the outer packaging. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to get it. I think I'm going to pass, right? There it is. I mean, the color story is beautiful. It's a gorgeous color story. So it wasn't that. I was like, I just didn't know how many like looks I was going to get out of it. I'm like, does it look too much like another palette that I have of hers that I actually really love? But I watched Jen Phelps' video yesterday, and I was like, I want to see what Jen has to say, because Jen does a lot of swatches for eyeshadows, and she's like the eyeshadow queen. Like she's tested so many, and I really trust her recommendation. And we have similar eyes. Like I have semi-hooded eyes, and I believe she does too. She's talked about it on her channel. And she tried this palette on. She did a bunch of comparisons, which one she thought it might be, close to. And she, the one palette that I also have of Huda's, I thought it might be very close to. And after she did the comparison, she said, I don't think these are similar. And the two looks she did were absolutely beautiful. I was like, okay, add to cart. And that was when I did my second online order, but my store was already sold out of it. So I had to go to a store. It's a little farther away, not much. I mean, and they actually had it, but it said limited stock. And after I picked up my order, I went back in and I checked like when I got home, and they were sold out. So it's almost every store in the Valley here is sold out of the palette now. So, but anyway, hopefully they'll restock when you guys are ready to shop. If you're not Rouge level or you're waiting around, sometimes that happens and then you see a restock. So, but picked up that. And then I also picked up the Blush Filter Icy Nude. This one is Latte. She has a lighter, this said it was for light to medium, and then she has a deeper one that looks like it has a little more red undertone. But people that reviewed this, like, it looked really nice on them. So I decided to pick that up. I didn't pick up the lip products, even though I really like them, because I have like 3 of them, and I have a ton of lip products. And yes, they have shimmer in them, which is more my speed. And who knows, maybe I'll wind up getting one before the sale ends. But I passed on the lip products, but I highly recommend those if you haven't tried them yet. She's got a lot of shades, but she has 3 new ones that she released. Went ahead and picked up another Makeup by Mario Lip Suede lip liner. This is in my favorite shade, Travis. I was running low. In my last video, I think I mentioned that I was running low on that liner, and I said I was going to probably pick up a new one during the sale. And then also picked up the Moon Dust Urban Decay. This is a quad. Now she has, or they have a star version, which is the packaging is really fun, and that one's being sold at Ulta. But I wanted to go with this one. This is all shimmers. The one that they're selling at Ulta is has a mix of mattes and shimmers. Boy, is this tough to get open. Oh, there we go. I was opening it on the wrong side, of course. But there is the shadows, and these look... Now, Britt Clark is the one that was talking about this, and she was raving about Urban Decay shadows and how they don't get enough love. And she was the one that recommended this palette. So I skipped on the other one in Sephora in Ulta, although I would wear that palette. It's really nice, but that one just has some shimmers. Last year they put out this one, which is what do they call this? The Moon Dust palette, and I'll put that up here so you can see it. So this one, I don't know. I think the shades are not the same, but I like wearing this. I use this a lot when I just want to give myself a little more sparkle or kick it up a little bit, or I put like all matte all over my my eyelids, and then I'll like go in with one of these shadows. This has that Space Cowboy. It has Star Cowgirl, Wild Dipper, and Cosmic Space Dust. And so, yeah, these aren't repeat shades. Space Cowboy Rides Again, Haylist Energy, Sparkle Hour, and Lunar Lit. So, yeah, so I felt like this was a good one. She really raved about it. She said they don't get enough love, and she's, you know, Britt's another one that has a lot of eyeshadows, tests a lot of products and stuff. So I'm like, all right, you know what? She's saying it's good. I'm going to get it. So, and then speaking of Merit, I love their solo shadows. I have 3 of them, and I've always looked at this shade, and hold on while I try to get this out. I've always looked at this shade, and then like I put it in my cart and out of my cart. It's in my loves. And then I've just like, because I've just passed and gotten other shades, not because I didn't like the shade, but I just went with other shades. So this one is that gray tone one that they have. The name of the shade is Nelson. And so I was like, you know what? This has been in my loves for a while. So I am going to pick this up. I love the packaging. The thing with these shadows is you have to kind of push on them almost like a medication bottle, and then twist it off. And then you have to do the same thing when you're closing it. You got to give it like it snaps, and you know, to get it tight, because otherwise it's going to dry out. So that's my only caution that I would tell you about those. So just be mindful of that so that doesn't happen. You know, you don't want it to dry out. Anyway, they're fantastic. I have like, this is my 4th shade I've bought of that one and done shadow that I love from Merit. And then I've always wanted to try the Ilia lip pencils. They did their own holiday set. And so this one, I had to chase this down, and I did find it at that other Sephora. But yeah, another item, like if you want this, I would say get it, because first of all, it's a great deal, right? You get 3. Now, I don't know if these are full size. I think the regular sizes are probably larger, but these are a good size. And then it's a great way to try more than one shade. So I put this shade on today, and I didn't know that it came with a sharpener. I love that it did, though. And I just put that all over my lips. And then I just put like a, which one did I put on? It's somewhere on my desk. I put on a gloss on top of it from Sigma. It just, I thought it would go perfectly with it. So I did put a gloss on top, but this is pretty true to color. Pretty true to the shade. So it's called, excuse me, the Deep Beauty, the Lip Sketch Trio. And the 3 shades are Rime, Soft Pink, and Terracotta Brown. These are shades that I would buy anyway. Actually, the, which one was it? The Rime shade is the one that I swatched in store when these came out. And I was like, ooh, I like that. I'm going to keep that in, in the back of my head. And at some point, maybe I'll pick one up. When I saw they put these out, I was like, I need this. So got that. So that's one bag that we're through here. Let me just put all this stuff back in there so I make room on my workstation here. Okay, and then I also picked up Makeup Forever they have it again this year, but they had like a little mini set, and Wherever Walnut is their it's like one of the shades that they're known for, and that was in that little set, which I still have. I mean, I would say they weren't mini, they just weren't full size. I highly recommend you get that. I didn't get it this year because I have it and I haven't even gone through the shades that are in there, because you can use it for lips and eyes. But Leah Janae was talking about the Extreme, and she picked up the Wherever Walnut, and this is supposed to last a long time. Like, it's supposed to have like a longer life on your lips. So I went ahead and picked up one of these. Love that shade. And then I think we're getting to the end here. Yeah. And then when I went to pick up my second order, I was walking past the Kulfi, where Kulfi is, which I really like. And they have a holiday set. And I had put that in my cart, paid for it. When I got there, it was sold out, so I didn't actually get it. So that was one of the things that I ordered online. So I would highly recommend that brand. I love it. It's really good. Everything I've tried, I really like. But as I was walking by, I noticed that they had the new Niacinamide palette. And I was going to order this online. I was toying with not ordering it during the sale, because she typically does 30% off, like on Black Friday. And I was like, I'm going to wait because it's a pricey palette. But it was the last one. And I swatched it on my hand, and one of the sales people was walking by. She goes, that's a great palette. I love those shades. And I said, yeah, me too. And Patty Alonso, it was one of her, it was her number 2 pick of her top palettes for the sale. And so anyway, we're going to review this, but this is a really cool palette. I can't wait to actually review this with you, but I decided to just get it. I was like, you know what? I'm here. I'm just going to get it. So that is everything that I got. And now I just want to briefly give you my rundown of my recommendations of what I would say to get at the sale. I told you that I really like Niacinamide's Blurring Balm Powders blushes. So last year she did a Barbie pink one as like a limited edition, but I think it's now, I don't think it's limited edition anymore. I think you can get it. So I don't have that to show. It's in my drawer. I just pulled this one out. This is the one that I have on today, because you can see I'm going for this really autumnal look. My husband and I are going to Sedona today, and they're having Dia de los Muertos and like a festival. So we're going to go there. We're going to take the dogs with us and head up there. It's going to be in the 50s in Sedona today. So dressing kind of warm here. But anyway, so got this on. Love it. I highly recommend these. And then she also came out with these, what is she calling these? Blurring Balm Powder Highlighters. And nobody really talks about these, but these run, this is the lightest one, and then they go to deep. She has one that's really bronzy, and I've got that on today. And so I have the Blurring Balm Powder, and then I put this kind of at the top of my cheeks, and it has this really cool consistency. It's it feels creamy, but then it dries down. So And I don't really hear people talking about this product, and it's great. You know, I mean, if you like the cheek product, you're gonna like this one. So recommend that. I also highly recommend the CL products. Like I mentioned before, I did a whole video on these. If you want to go back and watch it, great products. Love that. Um, a surprising one that I really loved and just I would highly recommend it is the Dior Forever Skin Perfect Stick Tint Stick. It's new. So this is fabulous. I got shade 2N because that's my shade, obviously, and apparently in Dior for me, because I also have the liquid foundation and I didn't check the shade before I bought this and I wound up buying the same shade. So I also have a full review on this. I believe, and I think I reviewed this too. This has been out, so I think it's in my foundation playlist, but this is definitely in my foundation playlist. Highly recommend this. This is a gorgeous stick, foundation stick. Also for Janessa Myricks, she has this, what is this called? I don't know the name. Well, let's see. Yeah, I don't know the name of this. I'll put it down below for you. But this is a very interesting product. So she has this in like a universal, so she has a clear one. It's like a primer, but I bought it in a shade, and let me just tell you, I could wear this as a foundation. It's not full coverage, but it'll even my skin tone out. And so I usually don't wear it that way unless it's a weekend. I just want to put something on my skin. Just want to throw some color on or whatever. But I'm just letting you know that you can wear it that way. But I have this on today, and then I have the next product on that I would highly recommend. And this is not a new product, but it's a great product. And it's from the Rare Beauty. This foundation is fantastic, especially if you have dry skin or you have textured skin or you have aging skin. This is fabulous. I love this foundation. I wear shade 210N, and that's like perfect for me. I actually like wearing this with that e.l.f. product. Hang on, let me grab it. Halo Glow, and I have like a deeper shade and a lighter shade. And when I didn't do that today, but when I wear this with the Rare Beauty, it looks great. I'm telling you, just don't sleep on these. I'm sure I have the Charlotte Tilbury one that they duped, and I'm sure that would be fine too. But if you want to save some coin, and this is not an expensive foundation. I want to say it's like $30 or 35. I mean, that's good for a Sephora foundation. So, and if you get a little bit of coin off of it, even better. And then even though I only tried this today, I would recommend this. I would recommend any of the K18 products. I've tried, I'm sure they're all great, but the ones I've tried are the clarifying shampoo and the other like the Damage Shield. And then, of course, the leave-in conditioner is fantastic. Love it. Works on fine hair. And then, of course, this I'm very happy with. And I don't, sometimes products I'm putting on my scalp will irritate me, and I'm not feeling that at all with this product. So it normally happens right away. I already told you that Huda said that's her last 18 pan palette. So if you're, the only way I'm going to recommend this to you is if you're Rouge Level. If you're not Rouge Level, you're not getting at least 20% off, then I would wait for her sale because she does up to 80% off. And my suspicion is if she's not doing 18 pan palettes anymore, she might do a really good discount on these palettes, you know, just kind of like clear out the arsenal. But I already told you I'm wearing the Pretty Grunge today. I have a full review on this. I have a full review on all her palettes that I have. So if you want to go back and look at any of those, before her sale starts, or if you're Rouge and you want to get it now. But this is a fantastic, great. This is great for this time of year. I mean, it's very autumnal, fall, winter, you know, definitely. And it still performs as good as it did from a year ago. I mean, wouldn't even be able to tell. And then the other one that's newer, this is the Makeup by Mario. This is his newest release. I did a full review on this. If you want to go back and look at that, it's in my playlist down below. Again, beautiful, very fall, nighttime, can smoke that out kind of look on top. And then you have like a more daytime look down here. So this is a different formula from his other palettes, which I'm going to recommend that to you as well. This is the one that he came out with, I think, earlier this year. And I love this palette. I really bought it for this shade, but I use all of them and they're great. And if you're just starting out with makeup, these are very forgiving palettes. They're not so pigmented that like you put it on and you're like, oh, you know, I got to really blend this out now. No, these are great for beginners. Highly recommend that. NARS came out. This is their holiday palette this year, their face palette. I also reviewed this one if you want to go back and look at that. But this comes in two shades. It comes in the light and it comes in like, so it's like light to medium and then medium deep. So they did cover the two, you know, they tried to be inclusive, I suppose, when they usually only do one. This is the light one that I got. And very cool packaging. Really like packaging on that. And then this is Natasha Denona's latest release. Well, she did a purple one, the Roxa one. So that's technically the latest release. I did not get that one because purples look good on me, but they look like they have a lot of red base tones in it, and that irritates my eyes. Like it really, really irritates my eyes. Like I can't even say, oh, my eyes are a little irritated. No, I mean, I get like a raging headache. My eyes water. And so I don't want to take the chance. It's a beautiful palette. All of her palettes are beautiful, but if you like neutrals and you like, you know, you like this shade is beautiful. I reviewed this palette too. It's in my playlist, but this is the I Need a Warm palette. So this is relatively new. Like I said, it was her, I think she released this like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. I also like her Glam palette, and I also like her I Need a Nude palette. Yeah, this is I Need a Warm. Would highly recommend those too. They're also great. But, you know, again, she's probably Natasha Denona has her own website, and a lot of people have codes for 15% off. And so if you're a 15%, then I would say just buy it from her, from her site. Or she's always having sales, and like, I'm pretty sure she'll probably do a Black Friday sale. And so if you want any of those palettes that I recommended, you probably do better on her website. If you are Rouge, I don't think it would be a bad idea to pick it up if you really want it now and you don't want to wait. But if you're not Rouge, I would say wait and just buy it from her. So, because you probably do a little bit better. And then also I have another recommendation for you for a blush, and that's these Kosas blushes. I only have this one. They have a little gift set, so if you can get the gift set, which has been sold out, that one actually gives you this one. The shade is Hype. They have like 3 other shades, and one of them is Butterflies, which is like a really pretty pink shade. It's very popular. So I think I might get that one because they're mini though. They're not the full size, but you can't go wrong with any of these. I mean, they're all beautiful. So I'm just letting you know that I have the shade Hype, and I really like the shade on me. So if you're my skin tone, then, you know, it'd probably look really good on you as well. And then finally, I'm going to, Danessa Myricks for the win. I got her line work liquid black pen or liquid black liner. I love this. I have semi-hooded eyes, and so this is great because it's very pigmented. You don't have to work hard to get the pigment out. I've had liners that have done that to me, and I don't have the patience to sit there and try to like get it to, you know, and I've stored it this way and I've still not had any trouble with it. So and I like that you can get really close to your lash line with this. That's important if you have smaller eyes or semi-hooded eyes. Love this. I love this black liner. It's probably my favorite. I love the tattoo liner by KVD too, but I think this might edge that out just ever so slightly. It's that much, that's how much I like it. So those are my recommendations. That is the end of this video, my friends. And if you're not already following me, please give me a follow and join our little makeup family, and give me a follow over on Instagram. We'd love to have you over there as well. I want to thank you for clicking on the video, watching the video, giving me your support. It means a lot to me. So happy shopping. I hope this was helpful for you. And sound off below. What's on your list? I'd love to know what you're going to get. More to come, and I'll see you soon.